TTRLers. I am here with Cord. How's it going?
It's going. It is going. I'm doing well. How are you?
I am so glad we were finally able to
Right?
get together. I've been just like dreaming of this day, and it
Ah,
finally come.
it's been a minute, but I'm glad to
Yes.
be here. Glad we finally made this happen.
So you are just an incredible artist with a beautiful voice and just like the way you perform too. You can really like act a song and sell the emotion of a song. Because I remember I saw you at the first Soul exhibit with Shelby
Exhibit, yeah.
Soul and Janelle,
Janelle, yeah.
and that was
My
just
girl.
such that evening. Oh my
It's great.
goodness,
It's great.
what a treat. And I believe I saw you with Shelby before because you also will sing backup for her and
Yeah.
some other artists in town. So tell me a little bit about that night and what that kind of first soul exhibit was like.
Yeah, so that night was really special. As you said, it was the first the soul exhibit that we've had. There have been a couple others since, but that one was really special because it was really the birth of the baby that Jinx and Shelby Soul have had. And what I really love about that event that it's not only spotlighting local artists but local songwriters. So it's a singer-songwriter event, and it was an opportunity to share our music because folks do a lot of covers around here, and that's really how you know start to get out there and to perform in these spaces and start to get people familiar with who you are. But to have a space where it's you, it's your music, and not only your music, but you're telling the story behind your music. I just thought that was a brilliant idea, and I have been singing background for Shelby Soul, my girl Shelby Soul, for a while now as part of Solidarity, her band, and a number of artists, as you mentioned, in the local area, the Central Florida area. And so that event was just it was just really special. Like I said, to be able to kind of step out for the first time. I've done a couple solo moments before over the past couple years, but it was the first time that I performed my music, a set full of my music, and to have that moment was just really special. So it was a great night.
So when did you start writing your own music?
My goodness, I've been writing my own music for years. I think I wrote my first song when I was maybe 10 or 11. And I was in a band, an alternative band, actually, back in high school. And we actually started as a Weezer cover band.
Oh my goodness, what was your
We
name? What was the name of the band?
house guest.
Oh, I love
I was
that.
in a band called House Guest, and I was the lead vocalist and well, the vocalist. And we started, like I said, as a Weezer cover band, and then just started jamming and writing our own stuff. And so had an opportunity to really, I think, for the first time, kind of take that seriously. And so I would say songwriting in high school, kind of junior senior year, was when I really started to take songwriting seriously, and then started working on my own stuff, kind of solo, soon after that, and have never stopped. But I will say Baptized is the first kind of public, you know, sharing of said music. I had some stuff on like MySpace back in the day and SoundCloud here and there, but like Baptized was the first like official release, streaming platforms, all of that. So yeah, it's been a ride.
Oh my goodness. And what was it about? I mean, one, just because it's just an incredible song, but like,
Thank you.
what about Baptized um, made you think like, okay, this is the one?
That's a great question. I don't know that I ever had that feeling. I think had I stayed in my head, you probably would have never heard it. I think it was other people around me who, like I said, I've been singing background in Tampa specifically since about 2015. I moved here in 2014, started getting connected in the community around kind of the end of that year, and in 2015 performed in the second actually Rhapsody Suite show. So I had been around the likes of your Janelles and your Shelby Souls and Tremaine Lamar and Kalia Lene, all those folks, right? Those names that you know and singing background. And I think it was around the time that I was working on my own music and Baptized specifically. And I think it was other people who were like, this is special and you need to finally get out there. So I can't take credit for the finally moment. I think it was other people kind of pushing me into my greatness, into my gift.
I love just how supportive this community is. And just like, I just think it's really incredible that incredible artists like yourself, like Shelby, like Janelle, like you can do a whole show on your own, but you'll also go and sing backup for your friend. And that's what I think is so cool, that, you know, it's like there's no ego in it, you know,
It's
that,
family.
yeah.
Family. Yeah, we are in it for each other. We know that, you know, when one wins, we all win. And, you know, for me, I love background singing, right? I I believe that is a gift, right? To be able to do that. I think people think being out in front is scary. It is, right? But to be able to sing background and to blend with others and to you know, sing in harmony and all those intricate harmonies, right, that we do specifically in the type of music that we do. I think it's so much fun and so cool. So it's a little bit of like supporting the friend, but also like filling your own cup, because it's really fun to do that as well. And to get to do it with people that you consider family, I think is it's amazing.
And then let's just talk a little bit about the song, because I want to talk about like what kind of inspired you to write this, and like where do you kind of draw inspiration from when you're writing your music?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think for me, it's, you know, a number of things. It can be, you know, my own lived experiences, or, you know, things I've listened to and been through with friends or family, or just watching something on TV. And so I think I get inspiration from a lot of places. I think Baptized specifically, you know, was in a little moment at the time where, you know, you're in that infatuation stage and everything is all sunshine and rainbows, and in your mind, you know, this could go all the way, right? And so the song Baptized is really kind of that metaphor of like, take me to your water, right? I want to be baptized. Like, I'm ready to go all in. Like, I like what's happening right here. And so I think that is kind of where that came from. But again, it is kind of that infatuation thing. So we also know that that doesn't always last with
Sometimes there's an excommunication after.
Right. You need a little work, and things gotta align. But you know, initially this was kind of the feeling that it inspired the song, and I love the metaphor.
I love it. I think that's such a great image, and that is true, that is really what it feels like. And I think you, through even like the way the musical storytelling of it all, kind of just really kind of immerses the listener into kind of that moment and that feeling
Yeah,
that everyone's been through.
yeah. And to that point, I love bringing together styles and genres and sounds. You know, things that are coming for me a little later. We'll explore that a little bit more. So I'm really excited about. I don't want to be kind of narrowly focused. And so a lot of it will be, or has been and will be, guitar driven. You'll hear that guitar, but also kind of playing with R&B and some trap sounds. But also I was in an alternative band, right? And so how do you bring some of that in as well? So I'm excited to explore sounds a little bit. And I think Baptized was a great kind of first, you know, entry point for that.
To me, I never felt the way you see through situation. I can't believe we stayed up. And I know just what I'm made of. Unwhispered words, yet you know what I think about. Put us together and the world better watch out. Cause we could do some damage. Let's be careful, let's be smart. You're lighting all my energy, could soften up the heart.